Hey, how's it going guys? It's Hero Collections here on behalf of Marvel Legends UK. And today we are reviewing the Marvel Legends Black Panther movie figure. I just received this guy in the mail today, and I'm so excited to be one of the first to review it. As you may know, we saw this figure revealed at MCM Comic Con earlier last month, which Marvel Legends UK representatives were at, including myself. And super excited to see what this figure may bring. Now, as you can see, as we look at the window box packaging, we've got Black Panther there in the forefront. On the sides, we have Black Panther artwork just on here as well. Not much going on the bottom. Got Black Panther symbol on top. If I turn them around, as you can see, we have again photography of the figure itself. As we look down to here, we can see the whole wave. So we have the Build-A-Figure, Black Panther, Killmonger, Nakia, Black Bolt, Submariner, Iron Man. Now, the only figure I have from this wave so far is Black Panther itself. And as you can see, the bio says here, a warrior and defender of Wakanda, T'Challa is a hero of legend, Black Panther. So overall, great looking box. Let's go ahead and crack this guy open. Okay guys, so here he is, the movie Marvel Legends Black Panther figure out of the packaging, and I have to say, straight out of the box, this guy is fantastic. Really solid figure, sculpt, articulation, look generally is really spot on. I have to say his strongest point is his articulation, simply because he captures, and Hasbro managed to capture, the full range of agility that this character has through the articulation, especially in comparison to other figures that we have had of this character, in particular its movie version. So a few things we're going to run through in the review. Firstly, we're going to look at the paint and sculpt of the figure, see what makes this figure look so good. Secondly, we're going to be looking at his articulation and showing you how well they did to capture that full range of agility. And then lastly, we're going to be doing some comparisons with both movie and comic figures that have also come out over the last few years. So as we get into the paint and sculpt of the figure, I have to say that Hasbro have done a fantastic job of capturing the full detail of this costume through sculpt and paint. I mean, if we have a look here, we can really see the texture of the vibranium in the costume. Really looks good. One thing I have to say as well is the best part of Hasbro mixing that silver paint and placing it as well as they have with the black paint of the figure. If we look at the side profile here, is it really accentuates the features of his costume. It really emphasizes that look. And really, guys, if I'm honest with you, I think the figure just looks majestic. You know, it really looks like a king. You know, and when you read that bio, it says, you know, he becomes the hero of legend, the Black Panther. I think you really get a feel for that with this figure, simply because the way that they've crafted this look for him has really hit it out of the park. A lot better, I think, than the Civil War version. I think that was a great figure to use and to release in introducing him to the MCU, but I think Hasbro, especially recently, have really, over the last couple of years, taken these figures to whole new heights. I mean, looking at this, you'd think it's, you know, got the same premium detail of figure arts, and I have to tell you that you'll see later on with the comparisons, this figure really does beat out the figure arts version from Civil War. I think this will be your go-to MCU Marvel figure. Cool. Let's have a look at the articulation, and then we'll move on to comparisons. Okay, so let's get a look at the articulation on the figure. Starting with the head, as you can see, it does move all the way up, so we get a great range of motion there. It does move all the way down, so again, we get an even greater range of motion there. He does go to his right all the way. He does go to the left all the way. So, great range of motion there on the head. Now, as we come over to the chest, we have a butterfly joint which was a great move by Hasbro. We didn't have that on the Civil War version, and that makes the poses there with his arms and his chest a hell of a lot better, as I'm sure you'll find out when the figure releases. We also have a bicep swivel here, double jointed elbows, which come in handy. And as some of you may have noticed, I did also change the hands over to the fisted hands. Now, I have to say, one of my main gripes with the original Civil War figure was that we only got the one pair of clawed hands, and that the arms did not go down the full way. I have to show you right here, these arms go down the whole way. He can look as relaxed as you want him to. It's no more of the whole figure standing like this, because that's the only way he could stand. He does have that full range of an ability to move about with his arms there. And the fisted hands we did not get on the Civil War figure either. So to have that option here, as you can imagine, Black Panther is going to be doing a hell of a lot of punching once the movie releases, and especially going into Infinity War. So having that option was a great move by Hasbro. So as we move further down on the figure, he does have his a standard ab crunch, torso swivel, which is great. Bit of a noise there, but you know, still works, so we're happy. The figure does kick up to 90 degrees, which is great. We do get a thigh swivel. We do get double jointed knees there as well. And most importantly of all, we do get ankle pivot. So as you can see, that range of agility that the figure has is fully captured by Hasbro here with this figure. Okay, so the first comparison that we have is the movie Black Panther figure versus the movie Black Panther figure from Civil War. Now, as you can see, the first comparison I'd like to make is with the unmasked heads. But the improvement that Hasbro have made over the last few years is, you know, incredible, quite simply. Going from the sculpted and painted heads to the digitally enhanced heads is just so much better. However, as a quick comparison, looks a little bit like Chadwick Boseman, we would like to think. And this guy, while it is a step closer, I don't believe that it is exactly looking like Chadwick Boseman here. I mean, sound off in the comments, let me know what you think. I think from certain angles it does, like there maybe a little bit there, face on. Mine does have wonky eyes anyway, he's looking off to the right. But I mean, either way, I would take this digitally painted head over the sculpted and painted head any day of the week. I mean, it is so much better, so much more lifelike. One thing to probably comment on with that unmasked head as well is it does make the neck look a little long from some angles. So that would be my sole gripe with the figure is how that unmasked head sits. But anyway, back to the comparisons. As you can see, this Civil War figure, it does not have its hands or arms able to fully sit by the figure's side. And with the new figure, you do have that option. I think in terms of height as well, this new figure is a bit taller. Yeah, as you can see, there's a slight difference there in the shoulders of height. But as I say, huge improvement. The new Black Panther head on the Civil War figure. Again, doesn't exactly suit because obviously they're different costumes, but I mean, it does look pretty cool. Newer unmasked head on the older body. Looks okay, not amazing. No, I'm sorry to SH Figure Arts. I do love their figures, but Marvel Legends, Hasbro, they take first prize here in first place. Look at that. I mean, just in terms of the sculpt and deco, I mean, Hasbro's stands out a hell of a lot more. You get that clear contrast between the sculpt and the paint. With the figure arts, it doesn't quite stand up in the same way. So there you go. I would definitely say in terms of your movie figures, this is the best one we've got released. In comparison to some comic figures, so you have the Rocket Raccoon, I believe, Wave, Black Panther, they're on the Bucky mold, and then his updated version as well, that came out, I believe, earlier this year, the Walmart exclusive. So I'd probably say that these two figures right here are your go-to for both MCU and comic-based figures. So that's my review, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do check out the Marvel Legends UK Facebook group. We are doing our best to get all the latest information out to you and grow our UK network. If I've got anybody watching from the US, I know a lot of my Instagram should be, hopefully will be. Shout out to all of you guys, and I hope you enjoy the review, okay? Figures, I believe, are due late December, early January. I think you can pre-order them on Amazon.com if you're in the States. Big Bad Toy Store as well, I think, and maybe Entertainment Earth have it up on the US websites. If you're in the UK, definitely check out Comic and Cocktails. They have them scheduled for late December, early January. But also check out our YouTube channel here for Marvel Legends UK news and updates. I'm Hero Collections, you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. In the meantime, until I see you next, take care and keep collecting.